artist. Today we're going to be starting a project using color. We're going to be using our primary colors. Okay, we have red, yellow, and blue. Today you're going to need either black crayon. I have a black oil pastel. You could use black Sharpie. You'll need a water cup and a paintbrush. And I like to have a paper towel ready just in case I need to dry my paintbrush. All right, so we're going to be doing just a simple drawing of a giraffe today. So if you would like to follow along, if you want to start in pencil, I started in pencil, then I'm going over it in black oil pastel. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw kind of a rounded shape for the giraffe's face. Okay, and then this kind of looks like a teardrop to me. We're going to use shapes. And I drew kind of like a teardrop shape for his ear. I'm going to go ahead and draw inside his ear too. Okay, now I just noticed when I use oil pastel, you have to be careful you don't smudge it like mine just did. Okay, so we're going to draw his little ears. Okay, then I'm going to do the shape of his eye. We've learned about in our self-portraits before that it kind of looks like a football. And I'm going to draw the inside of his eye. You can even color in some black if you would like. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of do a simple, just little smile for his mouth. Okay, then we're going to draw a line straight down all the way to the bottom of our paper. And another one on this side. So now his body's starting to kind of show up here. All right, then I'm going to draw on his neck. They usually have some little hair. I'm not going to draw all the hairs because I want to actually practice painting today. So I'm just drawing some wiggly lines down the side for his hair. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw different little round wiggly shapes for his spots. And I'm just going to keep going until I fill up his body. Now, the next things, you can kind of decide what you want to do. I'm just going to make mine have kind of a little landscape background. Okay, if you want to draw maybe another giraffe, maybe right here you could. But I'm just going to kind of fill in my spaces a little bit. I'm going to make this a bush. I'm just going to take that right off the side of my paper. Okay, then I want it to look like he is in front of the tree. So I'm going to draw my tree. And I just got to kind of go right up to his head because the tree is actually behind him. Okay, and then I'm going to do a horizon line, and that's going to show that there's a background, so it looks like he's in front of the tree. And then over here, maybe I'll just make like a little cloud kind of behind him, so it looks like the cloud is behind him as well. Okay, so there is our drawing. Once you get your drawing done, if you use black oil pastel or something that's going to smudge your hands, see how my hands are all dirty? I do want to wipe those off. Okay, so now we're going to need our paint. I've got red, blue, and yellow. We're going to use our primary colors that we just learned about. Okay, so for you to see this, I'm going to kind of put it right here. I am going to start with red first, and you're only allowed to use red, blue, and yellow. So when I start using the red, I might want to maybe start painting some of my spots red. I might not want all of my spots red, and I might want to make some different colors because giraffes are usually what colors, boys and girls? Right, probably yellows and oranges, right? So I'm going to show you how to make orange. We have red and we have yellow here, right? So if I dip a little bit of red into here, now I'm just going to use a very tiny tip on the edge. And I'm gonna start mixing the red and yellow, and we know what happens when that happens. We get more of an orange color. So this color is starting to look orange. I think I'm gonna add just a little more yellow. Okay. So if you wanted a lighter orange, I would start with yellow and just put a tiny drop of red in it. Okay, so now I have an orange. I don't know if you can see on here, but I definitely have more of an orange color now. Okay. I'm gonna do maybe the inside of his ear, that color. And I think I'll do his ears up here, that color too. I'm thinking that I want most of his spots probably red and orange, and then I want to paint my giraffe yellow. So I'm going to continue on painting some spots. I am going to make, though, real quick, a lighter orange. I don't want them all to be that darker orange. So to do that, I'm just going to, I'll move that back over here so you can see. I'm gonna put the yellow in here. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that red from right there and mix it. And there, now I have a much lighter orange. Okay. I don't know how well the video is showing you the difference of my colors, but that is now a lighter orange. Kind of get out of the lines a little bit there. I'll have to cover it up with my yellow later. Okay, so you're gonna continue painting using those three colors, and you can mix. Now, I am gonna show you, I'm gonna wash my brush off real quick, how to make that green color for the bush. Okay. Same thing. I've got some clean yellow over here. You don't want to get your yellow all gunked up because you need it to make some green. Can you see that? No. Okay. So I found some clean yellow. And my brush still has a little bit of orange on it. Okay. So I do not need much blue at all because it's going to make it dark. Okay. So I'm going to mix that. And voila. We have green for the bush. Okay, so now you can paint your bush green. Okay, now you might want, since this grass is probably going to be green, you might want to make a darker shade of green. I might not have made quite enough of the green. If you don't make quite enough, you can just make some more. Make sure you clean your brush off real good, because my brush, I was trying to do this quick so I could show you, and I didn't get it all out. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what am I gonna do with the blues and the red? Well, you could make your giraffe be a little bit abstract. You could add some different colors. You could make purple spots on him. That's up to you, okay? For your sky, maybe you want to do a little bit of a bluey purple sky. So I'm gonna show you how to make purple real quick. And then we will continue painting. So if you put a little bit of red, and think of, you could do a sunset in the back as well. That's another thing you could do. Okay, and then I just want a little smidge of blue. It's pretty deep purple here. I'm gonna add just a little more blue. Okay, that makes a pretty dark purple. Okay, and I actually might even use some of this purple that I'm making, because it's kind of got a little bit of a red tint to it. I might actually use that as my tree because it's pretty deep. Okay. Now, because we're just learning about primary colors, those are the only 3 colors that we're going to be using. If you wanted to make a lighter purple, normally if you added a little bit of white, you could get a lighter purple there. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to stop here and then I will show you at the end my finished project. All right, I hope you have fun.